OBS,
I'm
please
just waiting
don't.
for it to pop up.
OBS, please don't conk out on me. That's all I ask.
I swear, if it does, I think it's just the universe trying to tell me something.
No, everything's green across the board.
So far. Still not seeing it pop up, though.
Give it a moment. It takes.
There it goes!
Yeah, it takes a minute. Yep.
Slow mode is on. Why is slow mode on?
It's been on for a good minute.
Weird. Hey! Dye's on there.
Oh, snap. What's up, Dye? It's a rant stream. I forgot
Yeah, I never went to bed after 4 o'clock in the morning.
I, like, never made Dye a mod, and I'm, like, upset about it. Now he's
You need to fix that.
Oh, yeah, it's already
Good.
been fixed. Alright, so, slow mode.
So what's up? I'm Blue.
Well, Blue, introduce yourself once more to everyone who doesn't already know you.
I'm his sister. I'm an idiot. And I'm angry and tired right now.
Yep.
No, slow mode is off now.
Yeah, I turned it off like a few seconds ago.
Yeah. Jeez, you weren't kidding. It's like 9, 10 a.m. and there's already 55 people.
I wasn't kidding.
Oh, the rant?
Yes.
Oh, the age-old, the timeless rant about people who are entitled and think that they can just take what they want without consequence.
Do you want to go ahead and start
You
over
know.
first? Hey, have at it. You got it.
Siblings can be siblings no matter what shade or gender they happen to be. It's just the bond you make with a person. I will tell you that much right now. There was a question in the chat. So, let me explain you a story.
It's about to get very real.
No
very
names
quickly.
will be, yeah. No names are going to be mentioned, and it's not going to be told where it is, because at the same time, I'm not a friend of harassment and witch hunting. I will tell that now. Okay. So, God, where do I start? Sorry, I'm tired. Needless to say, the common sense term, or the idea is, if someone makes something, it obviously belongs to that person. If you want to use it, you should ask them the question of, hey, may I use it? If they say yes, you post it, but with proper credit. Not hard, right, Dry? Not hard at all, right? Dry, are you alive?
I am upset and angry, but yes, you are absolutely 100% correct.
Okay, so generally their response shouldn't be, and excuse my language, you're just a butthurt cunt who apparently gets all upset about their art getting taken, meanwhile other people don't care. First of all, you're defending art theft. Let's just talk about what that reveals about you.
You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold up. Pause. The thing that about, and going off of what Blue just said, art theft in general is just not cool. It's not, and it's mainly because it's like, for me, I don't mind if you want to use like my voice acting, and I don't mind if you want to like use my videos, but like ask me first so I can know like what's happening instead of just being like, oh well, let me just take this shit real quick. It's like, why would you? No, shut the fuck up.
Hi, Eris.
Hello, Eris. Welcome to the Angry Rant stream about art theft and other things dealing with art.
It's essentially content theft, if you think about it.
True shit.
Because it's not just pictures that get stolen. Videos are stolen, music stolen, voice clips are stolen, because people are jerks.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I will state this, no names are going to be mentioned. Because witch hunts and harassment is not okay.
No, it's not.
That and the fact that most sites now require that the person who's affected by it, i.e. the content creator, has to file the DCMA report. Um, but yeah, so it wasn't necessarily straight up my work. It's my friends' works of their OC, tons of it, and one happened to be one of my pieces that I did for them. And I politely asked them to just remove it because I don't ever want to attack someone. Half the time they might be children. You know, and plus the fact that you don't know where, like, what's going on in someone else's life. But the moment you decide to be a dick and basically say that the artist should feel bad about wanting their art removed and calling them names as if you're the victim somehow, I'm sorry, but go sit in a corner in that trash can where you fucking belong. Go fuck yourself.
And it's like they try to use some of the worst excuses ever. Like, for example, oh well, I credit it as, the artist, whoever made this, and it's like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, you're wrong. Third of all, fuck you. And it's like, then I love this excuse. Oh well, I was just trying to give you exposure. It's not like you need to be angry about it. You should be thanking me. And at that point, I immediately want to just like take my hands and choke the ever-loving life out of them, because it's like that is the dumbest excuse ever to go and take something that is not yours.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if your excuse is exposure or some shit, no. Just no. If I want exposure, I will post my work and advertise it myself. Thank you. Good day. And the other half of this happens to deal with art theft, but it's the other half of the coin. And this is people dealing with how to handle art thieves. But this happened to be on another social media where the rules state that if there is a theft issue, you go and report it to the actual mod team that handles it. We don't allow regular members to do it. Period. Why? Because most will generally go, art thief, I'm gonna tell on you, and then all sorts of just name calling and harassment, which again is also breaking the rules. So this person unfortunately posted a very long post stating that you need to ask for proof, and you should PM them and ask them about it. And unfortunately, the last part about reporting it to the mod team was kind of like an afterthought. So this unfortunately had to be hidden because, let's face it, most of the people that are going to wind up seeing it are generally kids or people who read real fast, see the salt, and just go about what they just read. So they go and harass art thieves or people that they claim to be art thieves, and just, it's cesspool of gross. So the mod eventually popped on and told them to stop, explained why they got upset. Then they decide to post a post about, hey, I'm going to link you to the thing that got disabled, which isn't allowed, so that got deleted. And then they tried it again, so then they got a mute for 24 hours. So they can't, all they can do is read, so it's read-only mode. They then go and post on their social media somewhere else and decide to run the mod's name through the mud, which happens to be a friend of mine. So the salt levels are rising. So what I did, hello phone, was to decide to explain what happened in a very calm and polite manner. And I broke it down to like a PowerPoint presentation kind of thing where it's like, you cannot go wrong. And they responded generally with a calm, like, oh yeah, I just felt like it was just really controlling and rude. And I'm like, it wasn't rude. And to be fair, as someone who had stepped down and already, I used to be a mod for this and I stepped down for personal reasons, but I would have said the same thing because unfortunately it does everything I just explained. They then proceed to block me and hide all comments pointing out what they did wrong. So plain example of, I want a pity party and claim that I was wronged, even though I was the one in the wrong. I've proceeded to block this person, and if they happen to find this stream, I'm sorry, honey, I really hope you grow up, because that's some bullshit. Learn to grow from your mistakes. Go fuck yourself, thank you. I'm sorry, generally it doesn't bother me, but when you're trying to run someone else's name through the mud just so you can have that pity party, no. No. Yes, I am turning red. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm tired. Dry, why are we surrounded by morons?
Look.
Not people in the stream. I'm just talking about people on the internet.
Look, man. From what I've learned from just being around other content creators, being around other artists, just creators in general of any medium of art, I've learned one thing. Everybody want to take your shit, and it's like you can't stop it for some reason. I mean, you can do your best to mitigate the problem as much as possible, but for God bless America, it's like it's like they're desperately doing it to kind of get a rise out of you, because they know it's like they're watching me. I must go and make them angry to notice me.
Yeah. Peridot, by the way, anybody who uses fake art theft to see if people will stand up for them, I'm sorry, but that's just gross.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's just calling wolf, and I don't like that. That's not cool.
Not in the least bit.
No. Don't add to the issue that's just all over the internet just to see. It's just, no. Because then when it actually happens, no one's really going to believe you. I mean, I've dealt with art theft to OCs to flat-out impersonations of myself now. In like a month, I had 5 of them. 5 of them, Dry. 5. So not only have you gone from art theft, you now want to assume that person's identity because you want the attention. And you got nothing to lose. If you happen to screw up and give that person a bad name, you got nothing to lose. The person with that actual name and identity is the one that's going to suffer. Also, identity theft is also a felony, so just saying.
Like,
yeah.
Like, the shit that really steams me, though, the shit that really gets me going, is when people blatantly take your stuff, but it was like reposted by somebody else you did give permission to, and then they're like, you know, they go and they like they take that post, they post it somewhere else, like on their Instagram or something, or wherever, Facebook most likely, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, this person said it was cool that you let them do that, and it's like, I don't care, I didn't give you, specifically you, permission, so then why are you, like, you know, re-uploading my shit? And it's like, you know, you're being a real dickbag about this, and it's like, yeah, well, you can go fuck yourself.
Hey, Dry, I got a better one for you.
What up?
Well, if you didn't want it reposted, then you shouldn't have posted it to the internet. Because clearly the internet gives everybody full power to do whatever they want.
Oh, that shit gets me so fucking heated. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
My
yeah.
god.
I get that thrown in my face all the time. All the time. I've had my art stolen for all sorts of reasons. And, you know, it's like, where's the innocent whole, like, I can't draw, so I wanted an OC. Yeah, first of all, that OC is owned by me. I put my work into it. It's my child, essentially. That's my creation. And for best example, I couldn't use this OC for months because I was bothered by what I found them using it for. I got to take it down. But they were using it for a type of roleplay that I cannot mention because then you definitely have to put this as age restricted, and it bothered me for so long. And now some people only know that OC for that stuff, and it's like, it wasn't that this and this, wasn't that you? No, that wasn't me. That was gross.
Man, one thing I definitely don't like for a fact, that I really don't like, is I don't like compilation channels. Now, hear me out when I say this. Hear me out. Certain compilation channels are okay when it comes to, like, oh, they definitely just want to, like, they actually do want to help out creators. I've seen a few compilation channels want to help out content creators, and I'll give kudos to them for that. I'm not going to name out any names whatsoever, but I'll give kudos to them for that. But there are those who just do it, who don't ever ask for permission, ever. They just take the videos, slap them into a fucking compilation video and say, well, here's all the people that I took their shit without asking. And it's like, and then they get pissy when it's like, oh, so why would you like, it's like, I credited you, you know, all I did was just, you know, try to give you more exposure and everybody else who's a smaller channel. It's like, 1, I didn't ask for your help. 2, you never asked me for permission or my consent. 3, what made you think this was okay? What in your right fucking mind made you think, oh, this is okay? I can do this and I won't get in trouble for it. Like, holy fuck. And then it gets to the point where it's like, oh, it's like, oh, it's a YouTube video. No one cares if it gets taken. You know, this kind of thing happens to everybody. You should be happy that your video's getting shared to other people. Yeah, well, I would be a lot happier if you would just, you know, oh, I don't know, give the original link to the video, something like that, or either ask me if you want to repost somewhere else. That way, you know, people know where to go to if they want to watch more of my stuff, or just any content creator in general. But, you know, hey, right, fuck me, right? Fuck content creators, fuck us. We don't know what we're doing. We're just little shit ants that you go and you just want to see more entertainment pumped out from. Awesome.
Yeah, I know, but then you should allow them to use all your stuff for free.
Ooh, oh my god. Oh my, ooh!
Yeah. Also, hi, Eris. I'd scream if it wasn't for the fact that I have neighbors and roommates.
I'm already screaming and I have neighbors. I don't care.
Dr. Pub, can you please stop spamming the same message over and over again? Thank you. Yeah. So, would you like me to tell you how some people are just jerks to the actual artists in the sense of trying to get their stuff removed? Oh, it got worse. And this had to deal with not only my art being stolen, but my identity being stolen as well. And this person also threatened to dox me. So, you see what it was. So my identity was stolen. And, needless to say, they were really rude about it, clearly. And I went straight to the mods, straight to the leaders, actually, of this. And I told them what was going on. And given that I was from a other popular social media section on an amino, and they were salty about it because I found out that these people were banned from this one by ours, their answer to me after providing entire proof that this person was clearly just trying to be me and running my name through the mud and stealing my work, their answer was, they're not going to do it because I don't have to do anything because blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, you don't get that kind of privilege to have it removed like that. Privilege. Not, this is actually against the rules of not only the social media app, but it's also, you know, a thing that can easily turn into a lawsuit, and it's my, you know, property. But they were basically being salty to me because they were salty for being kicked off the other thing that I'm a mod of. It's not. It's clearly a privilege to want to not have my identity stolen. Dry. Think about this. Yes, it was an amino app, but I'm not giving out names about it.
You know, I remember you telling me this. I remember the entire thing, and the only thing that went through my mind after you finished telling me it was like, who thought this was correct? Who in their right mind actually thinks this is like an okay thing to do? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Did I tell you I actually finally got that handled?
You did not.
One of the other lower mods saw the BS going on with their leaders and, bless their heart, decided to step over them and had my stuff removed and had that user banned. Unfortunately, they got banned from it, but at the same time, myself and a few others then wrote up the entire amino to Team Amino to have it shut down. All I gotta say is about this is that if you're on the side of, well, blah blah blah, I should be allowed to use this because blah blah blah, and it has nothing to do with respecting the artist, asking them permission, or it's a commission that you own somehow, you're in the wrong. they're 100% in the wrong. And I have zero respect for anybody who decides to defend any form of art theft. I don't care if it's their first time or whatever. If you're defending it and you want to fight them on this, no. No. Team Amino wasn't behind this. This was... Okay, so to understand Amino itself is the app, and then there's Amino groups. You know, like all different types of groups. There's ones for art. There's one for any kind of fandom you can think of. This was a specific Amino on the Amino dealing with it, and then we all sent big DCMA reports to Team Amino that runs the app. Crazy. What? Oh no, Eris. I know how that feels. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've actually had people... it was actually on Twitter. Now that I think about it, I told you this one. I think, anyway. Someone was stealing my character and remove it, and they gave me a whole spiel about how, you know, I'm rude and mean and blah, blah, blah. They had nothing to live for, whatever. And then who killed themselves, and then took a stock photo of someone holding a thing of pills in their hands, and then about 5 their friend came to me apologizing on their behalf because they've done this to 6 other people.
I remember when that was going down. I do remember that.
Eris, I am so sorry. Jeez, man, that's horrible.
That is fucked up.
Do I have to go kick someone really hard?
Is Captain Planet gonna have to choke a hoe?
Do I have to help? Okay. Just saying. But, yeah, that's what's kept me fueled. Just... I think my biggest thing is I'm tired of this whole, you know, you get to post art and you get all the positive half of it, but then you've got entitled little Twits who's like, oh, well, if you didn't want it stolen, you shouldn't have posted on the internet. Like, you're stealing. First of all, you're using the word stolen, so you already know that it's wrong. Well, where is this argument coming from? Where do you think this is right? Threatens to commit suicide to win an argument in any sense of the way or form. They are a toxic piece of shit that shouldn't be anywhere within your vicinity because they've already shown that they have zero respect for you. I know this for a fact because I've had people do this to me, but...
Using the... Okay, so look, I take suicide very seriously. I take anything dealing with anything like suicide, bipolar disorder, anxiety, anything that is detrimental to one's mental health overall, I take extremely seriously because... when you try to use that as like some kind of scapegoat or excuse, it like not only pisses me off, but it means to tell me that you automatically did not have any you did not have any like kind of backup for what you're doing. You just did it for the sake of doing it, and then when you got called out, you got scared and you tried to like backpedal, and now your backpedaling's like just not doing you any favors. Therefore, you're like, oh well, I guess I'm gonna play the I'm gonna kill myself card, and it's like don't fucking do that. That just makes the situation much worse than it needs to be.
Yeah, you were there for the Google Plus one where they had a bunch of my art, but they were stealing. It was all the art that I'd done for someone else, but it was my art plus needed it removed. And at first they said, "Oh yeah, no, I deleted it." I had a friend watching this account, and it looked to appear that they did was that they blocked me, and it basically hides any post that had anything to do with me. And I was like, no, clearly you are stealing my work, and this is why. And I also proved that, yeah, my friend's watching their account, so they can't hide it from me at this point. They called me a bunch of names, threatened to kill themselves, told me that they had a gun on them, was illegally drinking underage, then removed it, called me another C word that we all, and then afterwards, after I had filed, I think about 13 DCMAs, they then turned around and asked me if we could be friends. Think about this one, Dre. Think about this one.
I have, and it hurts my head to think about it. It hurts my head a lot.
Yeah.
You know what, Blue? Let's get into the real nitty-gritty.
Huh?
The real nasty, dirty taint grundle of this entire rant session.
We weren't supposed to talk about League of Legends.
Okay, look here. I know we're not supposed to talk about League of Legends, but we can talk about the Overwatch community because we know that shit's going to hell in a handbasket.
I know. I needed to throw something funny out for everyone to have a good chuckle at that.
Fair point. But nah. I'm here to talk about the one thing that has been fucking pissing me off since day 1A1. People who get pissy about original characters. Trademark.
That's how we met.
Yep.
That's exactly how we met.
Cause like
yeah. Go ahead. My brain needs to wrap around this for a second.
Okay, so you guys know that when it comes to any fandom, any community, no matter what it is, it can be like Rick and Morty, it can be Cuphead, it can be Bendy and the Ink Machine, it could be Naruto, it could be Sonic, it could be any fandom that has a series from anything that was ever created, has individuals who will at one point make a original character. Why? Just cause. And then you got these individuals who's like, oh, your OC is cringeworthy. I don't think you should ship your OC with an original character. I think that you are just adhering to the cancer of this fandom, and I will not stand for it. And I think you need to just go and kill yourself and just destroy your entire account. Just delete it. And it's like, did you really just tell somebody to go and kill themselves over a fictional character that had nothing to do with you or your life? Has no effect on your life, doesn't make you like you're literally just getting angry for the sake of getting angry because somebody's like, oh, I enjoy the same thing as this person, but I just want to go and contribute to the fandom by giving artwork that makes me feel happy. And you're like, other people's happiness makes me upset. They need to stop. No one can be happy but me. They got to be happy on my terms. And it's like, what the actual fuck? And it's getting to the point where like I'm getting really sick and tired of it because every time I see cringe culture, every time I see people ragging on like, and most times it's either a kid that's making an OC just for funsies, or it's like, you know, an adult that's making it just because they legitimately just want to make one. There's no underlying motive behind it. It's just like, oh, I just want to make this OC because I just like this character and I want to show my creativity. When you tell someone, oh, you can't make an OC or you can't do this, you're essentially stifling their creativity. And why would you do that? Why would you want to stifle someone's creativity? Why would you want to go and mess with someone's fun? What are you, the fucking fun police?
Because no one's allowed to have fun on the internet.
Exactly.
No one. But see, back then, I was scared and timid, like most kids would be, but I wasn't even a kid. Like, that stuff, like, hit my confidence real hard. But now, today, when I get those messages, I get in real close and go, listen here, you little shit. You don't want me to draw it? Well, let me show you 12 new pictures I did just now, purely just to spite you, and guess what? I'm still enjoying it, and you're the one with the stomach ache. That's how you handle it.
For real. Like, for example, Homestuck.
Me?
Stop. Stop. Not now. Freaking the fandoms of Homestuck, Undertale, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Cuphead, you know, some of the bigger ones I'm naming right now, they've had individuals who make fan arts and, you know, OCs for the sole purpose of just being like, I really like this video game or this series, and I just want to be like, hey, check out, guys, I made a thing. Isn't it awesome looking? And that's it. They're just like, they just want to show their art. And then people are just like, you're fucking stupid. You know, this character would never be really canon in the series. It doesn't really have that overall aesthetic that the series has itself. And ew, you're having them go and be in a ship thing with this character that's already established a relationship with someone else. You know what? You are just fucking disgusting. And it's like, are you being serious right now? Are you actually trying to get into like some kind of debate on what is right and wrong when it comes to creating like fan created work? Are you really getting? You know what? And it's shit like that that makes me, when I create my own original stuff, or whenever I do like, you know, fandom related work, I'm like, by all means, I love seeing people's OCs. I love seeing what original ideas people have, and it upsets me that
should we just link to your bendy one that you did with me?
Yes.
Plain example.
Yes, you can. Also, I think you're roboting.
Am I roboting? I'm sorry. I don't know how. My internet's fine. Huh. The Voltron fandom was labeled toxic. I don't know what made it be labeled that, but it won't question it. Easy. It's the internet. That's how it becomes toxic.
You have now been followed. Thank you for the link.
Nice. But yes, this has been a gigantic cause, a gigantic problem for like almost every fandom that you can possibly think of, and I hate it. It's like, what do you gain out of, you know, bombarding this person with like hateful messages, or just like trying to get them to just stop doing what they like? Like, I've seen artists get like these hateful messages and they're like, well, I'm just gonna go kill myself, and it's like they actually attempt it, and I'm like, yo, that is not cool. That is not cool. That never should you ever threaten somebody or tell someone they should kill themselves or do something harmful to themselves because of something like, oh, I don't like this fan art you did of your OC for this series, and I don't like that you shipped them with this person. It's like, are you being fucking serious? Go, you know, go play in traffic. Just stop. And sometimes it's not even the fact that it's like OCs getting shit with other fans. It's like sometimes it could just be canon characters getting shit with characters that some people shit, because it's like, oh, for example, people who are just like, oh, I ship Sans and Toriel, and some people are like, no, you can't ship that. They're just friends. Toriel's married to Asgore, and it's like, really? Really? Are you trying to tell me how to have fun? Are you telling me there are rules to my fun? You can go...
My favorite still when people try to tell me that my character was Frisk and it wasn't.
Yep.
Yeah, technically, you and I have
wait.
two collabs?
Wait. I'm gonna like, try to leave the call real quick, then come back in to see if you keep roboting, because it's like getting pretty prominent now.
Damn it.
And now to play the waiting game. I can't hear you.
I hear you just fine.
Oh, there you are. I hear you.
I was gonna say, like, I hear you just fine. Like, I'm not hearing any roboting on this end.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, sorry. Internet likes to be mean.
Yeah.
Holy shiz, Rogue, are you serious?
Wait, what the fuck?
People get so bent out of shape, and hold on, I gotta scroll back up. I said, but then people get so bent out of shape about ships. Legit, in the UT fandom, someone gave a cookie to an artist at a con that had needles in it because they didn't like the ship they drew. Oh my goodness! I hope they're okay.
That is not cool. It's never cool.
I was not aware of that.
Apparently, it's a thing that's been happening for a hot minute.
Also, to a comment before earlier, freeze you. Shall I tell you the anon that I got a while back? On Tumblr? You know, that lovely community. Please tell me you can still hear me, or is it killing me?
It's still killing you.
Son of a...
Wait, pause, hold on, wait. Let me try something. I'm gonna work some magic. If I can find the magic. Found the magic.
Can you find the magic?
I mean, I can find the magic in anything if I try hard enough.
True.
Wait.
Am I still roboting?
It's like it happens every so often, but it's never a consistent thing.
Huh. Am I roboting now?
It's not as much.
I think the universe just doesn't want me ever streaming with you, like, ever. I think that's what that is.
Like, I'm gonna just keep going with it, because, like, if they don't have a problem with hearing you, then I'm gonna just keep going with it, because I can still make out everything you're saying pretty well. It's just that there are some points where it's like, you know, things like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna link this, or send you the picture first.
Okay.
So you can see what I'm talking about. So I got an anon that said one thing and one thing only. I have a question. How retarded do you have to be a furry? And also, would you be so kind as to end your life? All because I have a fursona. Dead serious. And then you can see it. It happened.
What the actual unholy fuck?
Yeah. So, my answer to that was, not sorry to say, I'm not bothered by your oddly aimed anger, which it is oddly aimed. Though whatever happens to be making things rough for you, I do hope things look up for you soon. As for me, my life is of my own. It does not revolve around oddly sent mail, even know, so your request of my life has been politely rejected. Have a good week. I'd say I handled that well.
They can eat a solid dick is what they can do.
I love how that's distance. It's like you just happen to bust into the room hearing this. Dry, are you alive, or did you, like, run away?
I'm alive. I'm getting a snack, but I can still feel the salt all the way in the kitchen.
Are those saltines?
Ha ha, you're very funny.
Yeah, no, I'm alright. Like, I if this was years ago, like when I was a kid, Butter, I'd probably, like, be a mess. But given the friends and my fiance and stuff like that, the confidence has been built up. And yes, no, furries are actually one of the most nicest people on the internet. I agree, 100%, Rogue, 100%. They're actually, if it wasn't for the other fandom that I'm in now, but, like, they're the ones that kept me afloat and actually a lot of college, so just saying. Tabby says, by the way, Dry, they're probably pretzels.
I mean, maybe.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm hungry.
Is safe for work furrier profitable? That honestly depends on your level of skill, and it's also a popularity thing, so I can't really tell you.
I'll say this much. I don't know why everyone tries their best to, like, shit on the furry community, But in all actuality, they're like some of the nicest people they're probably the nicest people I've ever met, and are like so open and willing to work with you when it comes to commission work. And honestly, in my time of working with furry artists and just other furry clients in general, those guys are really awesome. Like, they're awesome people. Like, really awesome. Like, not like 10 out of 10 would definitely work with again.
I mean, you work with me.
Okay, but look here.
I mean, I've met mean furries. They are out there, but like they're not the majority of it. Also, yes, I have seen this, and I have seen 100% toxic side of Hetalia. It's there, trust me.
The Hetalia fandom.
Hetalia has it's been around for so long. Yeah. It's there. It's quite there. It's never going away.
Everything is wonderful with 2 scoops of raisins.
But I have none.
Tee.
I feel a little better.
I feel
I
I
needed that to get out of my system.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. Like,
Ugh, yes, cosplay has such a toxic side to it, it's unfortunate. Hello? Or did the internet drop? Oh no, you just got super salty.
I just got a second degree of stupidity. My brain is the drain damage.
I didn't do it this time.
You did not do it this time. It was the universe.
And yes, Eris, that's awesome. I am also too a furry and pony artist. Aw, thank you, Butter. We got hugs for all you nerds. There are some really amazing My Little Pony artists. Yeah, agreed. You don't have to actually be in it. The fact that the level of quality that they put into it is insane.
My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
Friendship is pain. We're not going to get started on the pony fandom. We're not. The rant that I could have about that would basically make this a 3-day-long venture. I can't.
We would have to do this in, like, Dragon Ball Z sagas.
It would just be nothing but screaming. Nothing but screaming. Like, 100%. Yes, I have seen the Lullaby for a Princess. Yes, I know about Tridashi. Don't worry, I got yous. I only know about Tridashi because of the amino that I'm on. So, to be fair.
Yeah.
Would you do what if we pay you? What?
I don't know what kind of payments you're talking about, but
I think you're being propositioned.
Huh?
I think you're being propositioned for something. No, it'd be 100% bad screaming.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm always down to be like, I'll yodel into my microphone for pretty much any amount. Get the dulcet tones of my yodeling.
Yodeling or screaming?
There's a difference?
Yes. And no, Rogue, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. No worries.
Twilight Sparkle was a dick in season 1.
Agreed.
And I mean, like, I don't mean to say that to be an asshole, but she was like a straight up dick.
100%. What?
Whoa, I got
There,
this.
I get what you're trying to say, but like, there are some statements that I just don't feel it should be stated in the comment section.
I'ma just, yeah.
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 Drawing a line. Like, I get there are jokes, but let's not.
Let's not and say we didn't.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm tired, so some things just kind of take me by surprise when they generally wouldn't.
I mean, it almost is 10:30 in the morning.
I haven't slept yet, neither of you.
What sleep?
That thing, like I told you, where you close your eyes and you don't feel the passage of time run around you, and then you wake up, and the next thing you know, it's like 8.
Ugh. You know what? There's so many rants that we could get into.
There's so many. And I think, if anything, they'd be better fueled after we've done the whole knockout for a few hours thing and come back.
Yeah, that's more than fine with me, because I gotta pump out some content. Haven't done it.
I have commissions I gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
I don't know what
We're
time
getting
it is.
to the point where we're just delirious and go, hello?
I 100% know I did that for a few people in this chat.
I'm just gonna go.
Are you okay?
All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by this stream. It was wonderful to have you here.
Yes, Joe.
It's been wonderful. It's been nice. Everything's pain.
We'll rant later after we've conked out and put our brains back together.
Yeah, as much as possible.
This was a bit sloppy given that we haven't slept, but it was needed.
Give it up for day 13. Day 13, everybody.
Day 13. Could you voice act Q from Star Trek?
What?
Not now.
Voice act who?
Q from Star Trek.
There wasn't a Q in Star Wars.
Trek. Go to bed.
What? There's no track here. There's just road.
Dry, you need sleep.
I don't know what that is. She's eluded me for so long. We don't talk anymore on the phone.
But we're in Discord.
I'm gonna go cuddle my bed. No, wait, gotta work first. Gotta pump out content first.
No.
That goes no.
Dry, you're going to sleep.
It will not take me that long. It's very short.
Dry, you're going to sleep.
I will go to sleep. I am a grown man. I can. Oh wait, I just dropped my ring out. Hold on a sec.
Excuse you. I'm going to pull rank. I am 29 years old. I am the older sibling. You're going to bed.
Well, I'm 97 years old in the 23-year-old's body, so technically speaking.
No, try me.
Well.
Go to bed or I'll have to torture an OC on you.
Well, guys, it's been wonderful streaming with you. I'm gonna gotta go to bed now.
See, I win.
Anyway.
DryeGuy, the Squidward to Blue SpongeBob. I'm tired. That was funny. Eris and I are gonna get along just fine.
Good night, everyone, or whatever the fuck time it is. I don't care anymore.
It is 10:30 in the morning.
See, time isn't real.
Good day, everybody.